Alrighty, hey, what's going on, everybody? EnteRChazmAN here, and today we are back. Well, tonight we're not going to be streaming any gaming, but if you don't know, earlier today, the first, what is this, opening night live, first day technically of Gamescom, just happened just within the last, few hours or earlier in the day. Needless to say, I work, so I wasn't able to actually watch the event, but I've been lucky enough to stay away from every social medias pretty much throughout the day. So I don't know any of the major announcements or, crazy new trailers. I literally haven't seen anything. I'm a clean slate. So, yeah, well, I don't know. I guess I should apologize real quick for our podcast, EnteRChazmAN podcast, we haven't been able to record the last few weeks, and I'm assuming that's going to probably continue on throughout the month. I think mainly, or not, I think, but it's just a busy week for MetalGamer and Phoenix, my two buddies on the podcast. So, needless to say, I'm still just kind of working on videos, and I figured this is an event I've been wanting to cover anyway. So I figured, let's go ahead and cover it. It's something I really want to watch. So, what do you say? Let's just dive in. Once again, I literally know next to nothing. I don't know any of the big announcements or anything that was crazy that came out. But yeah, I guess we're gonna find out here. Um, so let's see, what do we got? 25 seconds. What's some crazy things we could see from here? I think I remember, because I think Jeff Keighley, the guy who, you don't know him, most notable for the Game Awards host and guy that kind of created that. But I think he's hosting this Gamescom this year. So, and I think I remember him putting out some social media tweet or something about saying how don't expect anything super crazy from this event. So I'm not going to expect anything super crazy.
Live 2023 pre-show coming to you from my couch. I brought in.
Oh, this is the pre-show. Okay.
There. He's not going to show up. I'm Kyle Bossman. I'm your host for this pre.
How do I know when the pre-show? Okay, there it is. No, I'm already dealing with ads. Sorry. I probably should turn off my music in the background once we get through this ad. Be gone, ad. 6 minutes, 1 minute. Okay. This is probably a good place.
I know we were expecting a simple shakedown cruise.
Proximity alert control.
This isn't the first announcement, is it?
Not permitted to talk about World 3.
What is it?
I'm on my incredibly cozy couch. Enjoy the show.
Now, here we go. Let's get into it. What's up, Kyle Bossman? Alright, please do let me know how the audio levels are. Oh, I've got this in super low quality. Let's make that nicer. So we are in Cologne, Germany, where that's where this event is being held. Kind of neat. Stop smiling, Jeff. You're always smiling. Make it comfortable.
Germany, and hello everyone watching live around the world. I am Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the world's biggest in-person video game event, Gamescom 2023.
Let's
now,
go.
This right here is kind of like the opening ceremonies for Gamescom. It's a preview of this year's most anticipated games. We call it Opening Night Live. And over the next 2 hours, you'll get exclusive new looks at titles like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay,
But
everything
first,
we know about.
We're going to kick things off with the first new franchise in more than 2 decades from a legendary game studio. And to help us step into the vast world of Starfield, please join me in welcoming the composer of the game, EnteR, for a very special performance. Maestro.
Starfield. Please don't let this be copyright claimed. This is an actual song for the game. Can't believe that game is so close around the corner. What is it? September 6th, 7th, 8th? Somewhere around there. Luckily, I have 2 weeks off in September, but not early. I have 2 weeks off later in September. So, if I'm not done with the game by then, I'll get to have plenty of time to finish it off later in the month. Kind of an odd way to start your show, but it's so beautiful. The stars. What is out there? Oh, come on. Really? Already with commercials? Part of the problem of watching something like this not live and not being a YouTube subscriber or whatever. Oh, this is Elton John. This is so copyright claimed. Whatever. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I like this commercial, or trailer. Whoa! Yes! I didn't realize I'm not in frame. Starfield.
Starfield is ever so close, and thank you so much for that spectacular performance. Really appreciate you coming all the way for this. It's true, in just over a week, fans will start to play Starfield in early access on Xbox and PC. Well, I've been lucky enough to start playing it. Don't be jealous. I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right. Well, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Really disappointed.
Really?
They're disappointed. That's just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers, and it's really disappointing to see someone act that way. But we're going to move right on with the show. We've got a lot of great games to show you. Really, it's just so sad to me to see something like that happen. Tonight, we're here to celebrate games in this community and how much they mean to us. So, without further ado, I want to move right on with the show because we've got a lot to show you. And the good news, Gamescom, is we have someone very special here who can be here to talk about Starfield. Please join me in welcoming to Opening Night Live in Gamescom for the first time ever, one of our industry's greatest creators, the director and executive producer
of
Bethesda Game
Jeff
Studios.
Keighley events?
That's right, Todd Howard, everybody.
That's 2 events in a row for Jeff Keighley.
Todd, thank you so much for coming all this way to Gamescom. We have a lot to talk about with Starfield, but first of all, is this true? This is your first ever time at Gamescom?
This is my first Gamescom, and you were right. You said how great the crowd is here, and it and just all the fans that come here for the biggest convention in gaming to celebrate games. And I figured, you know, it is our first new franchise in over 25 years, so if I was going to come, you know, it's for Starfield.
Well, we all welcome you to Gamescom in Germany, and we're all very excited to step into this new world, Starfield, and the next week, early access.
I'm still kind of surprised.
So, why did you want to make this game, Starfield? Why did you want to create a new world?
You know, I think like a
How
lot
does
of
an event like
gamers
this
out
have
there,
somebody
we have
just run
dreamt
up on
of a
stage?
game where we look to the skies and we can blast off into space and explore. We love to make games where we can explore these worlds. We've done like with the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series, but we wanted to do something brand new where you could explore with complete freedom in the galaxy. It's a game we've always wanted to play that we think a lot of people wanted to play as well. It's kind of that dream game.
Yeah, I wish I could talk about it, but it's quite an experience, and I know everyone here is very excited to jump in soon. You did bring some stuff to Gamescom to show to fans. I know there's a theater. Tell us, I know you've been, you know, sharing a little bit about the game, but I know there's a lot you want people to discover when they play it. What did you bring here to Gamescom? Yeah,
it's really cool. We've built a 300-person seat theater where we're actually showing the beginning of the game, and you start out as a miner, and you touch this artifact that affects you in some way, where you see a bit into space-time, and then you get to create your own character. Our games are about creating and being whoever you want, and then you're off on adventure.
Yes, let's talk a little bit about this adventure. I know, you know, people have been wondering kind of what the main quest line is going to be after you create your character, which is something that I know. I saw even someone on the internet this week created you, I think. Did you see that? Someone tweeted out a picture. They somehow figured out.
I see a lot of things on the internet. I'm not sure that's real.
Well, the thing is, I think you could literally create, you know, whoever you want and then enroll yourself into this adventure. And tell us about sort of how the adventure starts. What can we expect?
Well, you jump off. You're joining Constellation, which are the last kind of group of space explorers, like NASA meets Indiana Jones searching for these artifacts. But the story goes a lot of places. The game has a lot of surprises that we haven't talked about. I don't want to spoil them here, yes. But really, really happy with how the story turned out and where it goes.
Yeah, it's such an epic experience, and you and your team have done so much for this industry, and the fact that you guys have worked through COVID, building.
Once again, guys, let me know how the audio is. Hopefully,
we're so
it's
excited for
at a
everyone to get
satisfactory
a chance to play it.
level.
So thank you for all you've done for our industry.
I feel like it was in my
everyone.
pre-testing.
Todd Howard.
Thank you.
Todd.
Can't wait for you to play the game.
Thanks so much, Todd. Really appreciate it. All right, well, tonight is largely focused on announced games, but we do have a few surprises along the way. And next, it's time for the global reveal of the third installment in a franchise that is very familiar to Gamescom fans. Here we go.
Spider-Man? Anti-Namco. Super massive. Sounds familiar. Is this that horror game indie series? I think it is. What's it called? Is it like Little Nightmares or something? Big Nightmares? Oh, freaking ads.
Because we're committed to the biggest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Little Nightmares. You know, I still haven't played a Little Nightmares game. I think it's one I want to check out. I think I have them both installed on my PS5.
That's right, Little Nightmares 3. And joining me now are Corley and Lucas from Bandai Namco to tell us more. Lucas, thank you so much. It's great to have you back here
I didn't
at
realize Little
Gamescom
Nightmares
to
was made by
announce
Bandai
another Little
Namco.
Nightmares.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it's really great to be back. We're very excited to announce Little Nightmares 3 tonight. The franchise has a long history with the show. I mean, that's where we announced the first 2 games. So for us, it was definitely the best place, best show to reveal Little Nightmares 3 to the world.
Well, we appreciate you bringing us this news. It looks incredible. Corley, I see we saw 2 characters in that reveal trailer. Can you tell us a bit more about them?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here to present you Little Nightmares 3. So yeah, as you have seen, we have 2 characters, but now you have 2 players as well. So you will be able to play both in single player or online co-op if you want, and face your childhood fears with a friend.
Now, I saw a lot of cool new places in the trailer. Can you tell us a bit about sort of the setting for these 2 characters?
Yeah, so our 2 new characters are Low and Alone. They are trapped in a place that we call the Spiral. It's a cluster of disturbing places, and they will have to work together, survive in a world full of dangerous threats and full of delusions. And they will also have to find a way out of the nowhere. So yeah, I can't wait to have you put your hands on the game in 2024.
Excellent. We don't have to wait too long. 2024. Lucas, I know that's not all because you're kind of expanding the Little Nightmares world with something more. Tell us a bit about that tonight.
Yes, we have one more surprise. So in addition to revealing Little Nightmares 3, I'm very excited to announce our first podcast series. It is called The Sounds of Nightmares, and it's an original story. It's composed of 6 episodes, and we are releasing the first 2 episodes tonight. So you can go on our website, thesoundsofnightmares.com, to check it out, and we hope that our fans are going to enjoy it.
Awesome. All right, well, we're very excited to learn more. Thank you, Lucas and Corley.
Thank you, Jeff.
Little Nightmares 3.
A little peek behind the curtain with the podcast.
Next,
Interesting.
it is rare when a new studio reveals footage that takes over the internet. That happened back in 2020 with the reveal of Black Myth Wukong from Game Science in China. Based on the classic 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West, here is a brand new look at the gameplay of this incredible action RPG.
Apparently people say that the myth of this game is like acted as the inspiration for Dragon Ball. I'm not quite sure if Akira Toriyama has ever said that or not, but that's the theory. He's missing a head. What in the world? Ew. That's cool. I like the boss mechanics and the fighting. It's just kind of interesting because when this game got announced, I remember the whole rumor was that this game was never going to come out. I don't remember if it's that. I think people thought it just looked too good. It's one of those type of things. Haitian Hua. Ew. The heck? Ew. What is it? Looks like a Doom monster.
For an effective defense against erosion
why?
and cavities, I recommend new Pronamal Active Shield. For 2 times stronger defense against erosion and effective cavity protection, new Pronamal Active Shield is a game changer.
Like, why is there so much commercials?
Possible to keep the deals to yourself.
We saved so much with.
What is this? Is it? Oh, Killing Floor. Oh, okay. Never played one of those either. They always looked cool. I remember even when I first saw the first one on PC, on Steam. Okay, bro, RTS. This has to be Age of Empires, I would think, right? It's been a little bit since I've gotten into an RTS. I think the last one I really liked was on Xbox 360. There was a Civilization game. I don't remember what that one was called. I have it on my shelf somewhere behind me. It's called like Civ... It might have been like a Civ 4 or Civ 5 or something.
What a great surprise. Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition, an award-winning game on PC, is now available on Xbox consoles today. That's right.
Ah, cool.
All right, next up, we have something extremely special for you. We have one of the most iconic filmmakers of all time in the house. The director behind the legendary films such as 300, Man of Steel, and
Zack
Army of the
Snyder.
Dead. He's come all the way to Gamescom to talk about his new film, Rebel Moon, which is on Netflix December 22nd. Gamescom, please give a warm welcome to the one and only Zack Snyder.
Mmm.
Too much. Oh, yeah.
Didn't do a great job
I
with the
know you had to come a bit of a
DCEU,
ways
but
to get here to Germany. Thanks for coming to Gamescom.
I kind of like.
Thanks for having me out, Jeff, and thanks Gamescom. How you guys doing?
I kind of liked Batman vs Superman,
This is
and
awesome.
Man of Steel was the only really, in
wow.
my
What a great
opinion,
crowd.
Man of Steel was the only good one
Insane.
out of all those.
Now, great to have you here. I know you've been a gamer for your whole life.
Yeah, I've been a gamer, and I love the idea of coming to Gamescom. Was like that blew my mind, and so we were like, yeah, let's go check them out. And I thought I'd come over here, and this would be a great opportunity to talk about my new project, Rebel Moon. Maybe show you guys something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the world premiere of the trailer, which is
I
coming
hate to
up
say
in
it, Zach
just
seems like he
seconds.
could not care less.
Moments away.
Okay, well,
He just
let's
wants to like
kinda
show the
roll it back
trailer
here,
and
'cause I
get
wanna
off
talk about
stage.
this IP, Rebel Moon, and it's really a whole universe that you've created. We're going to get into that in a minute. But what was the original inspiration for creating this new world?
I was always a fan of, you know, team building movies, you know, Dirty Dozen, Magnificent Seven. And also I was a huge fan of this adult illustrated fantasy magazine called Heavy Metal. And everything in there just blew my mind. And I really loved like how intense
Rebel
it was
Moon
and how
sounds like a
crazy it
Star
was and the
Wars
worlds
movie
that it introduced me
or
to.
TV show or
So
something.
I thought, you know, this is a chance. And my awesome partners at Netflix were like, go do it. And so I got a chance to make this movie.
And you've got quite the cast in it. I know Anthony Hopkins.
Ooh,
Hopkins plays
got the
this
hop.
robot, amazing robot, and it's an insane ensemble. And of course, Sophia Boutella is really the heart of the movie, and you'll see her just
That name sounds
kicking ass
familiar.
through the entire film. So it's
Sophia
fun.
Boutella.
And what I love about, you'll see it in just
She's awesome.
seconds, but there's even more than just the films. And part of the reason we wanted to have you here at Gamescom is I know you're kind of expanding on the films with a whole universe of things that are going to be, you know, narratively linked to what you're doing with the movies. Tell us a bit about what's in store.
Oh
Yeah, we're
no.
also super excited to reveal that we're making a video game for Rebel Moon, and the game we're developing with Super Evil Megacorp, and it'll expand the Rebel Moon universe.
So they're gonna
It
give
takes
Zack Snyder
place, like,
another universe?
right after the events of the two movies, and it really is I've been talking with those guys and really interacting with them. The ideas they have and the way the game's going to expand the universe is just unbelievable, and I'm super excited about it. You'll be able to like pick your rebel and then go on missions, and it's like one and two players in a co-op, yeah, and it's crazy. But we're just starting to talk about a bunch of other crazy ideas inside the game, so it's really fun, and that's coming. So keep your eye out for more.
All right, well, we love it. The films, the game, and more. But let's roll it back to the movie, because we are going to get a first look now at this incredible film, part 1 and part 2, right?
Yep. So
A
this
two-part.
little trailer we put together, a little tease of the universe. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I can't wait for you to check it out right now.
Let's check it out. The world premiere.
It sounds like
trailer for Rebel
Netflix
Moon.
threw
Zack
a
Snyder,
crap ton of
everybody.
money at Zack Snyder and are like begging him to make them their next huge franchise that's going to span several movies and games like he just said. Oh my gosh.
Relentless.
Do you know the story of the Princess Issa? In myth, she was called the Redeemer. It was said this child would stop the madness of war. That she was to usher in a new age of peace and compassion. I was given memories of a world I will never see. Loyalty to a king I cannot serve.
It's like...
And love for a child I could not save.
It's like a mix of like Dune.
What do you think they want?
Everything.
I found her. Scargiver.
I am a child of war. I was taught that love is weakness. There is a difference between justice and revenge.
Okay, that looks like straight up Star Wars. They have lightsabers, kind of.
One moment. I do love this part.
Hold on.
I don't want no trouble.
We're not here to bring any.
Are you ready?
You and I both know fear. Let's show them that we're not afraid. Let's show them we are more than the shackles that bind us.
king is a man, and a man can fail. But a myth is indestructible.
The time has come for all that you love. Protect each other and show them no mercy.
Who among you is willing
It's
to
got
die
straight up lightsabers in it. It's funny. I mean, I'm interested. Comes out this year. It looks like a mix of like Dune and Star Wars. I almost wonder, because Star Wars stuff wasn't on Netflix that long
I cannot wait
ago.
to play that game. All right, well, now we're going to move on to something.
Was this a Star Wars project that was started before Disney took Star Wars off of Netflix?
We last heard an update on Crimson Desert, the new open-world action adventure from Pearl
And did they just
South
like
Korea. Well,
bring on?
that changes tonight because the team has prepared.
Just bring on Zack Snyder just to like mix everything up and be like, okay, this isn't Star Wars. It's interesting. I don't know. It looks interesting. Again, I love Zack Snyder, but man, he's hit and miss. The one thing I've always said about Zack Snyder, I don't want to say, I don't act like it's just my opinion. A lot of people have the opinion, but he's great when he has a foundation, or he has when he creates something around something that's already been written, that's already set in stone. When it comes to him like creating things and writing his own stories, I don't think he's particularly great. But if you go back and you look at something like, I personally love the Watchmen movie. That was based on comics, had a bunch of stuff already, you know, set up for him. That was already flushed out. If you look at like Dawn of the Dead movie he did, I love that movie. You know, again, that's based on an old movie. He definitely added his own flair to it, but that one was pretty good. 300, that was also based on a comic series or whatever. I think that was based on a comic book. You know, that's also based on something. He did a great job with that. But then once you start letting him write his own stuff, I don't think it's most of the time, I don't think it's very good. Even though, again, I'll defend Man of Steel. I like Man of Steel. It's the only one I think I like out of the DC EU. Alright, I'll drop it. Black Desert Online. I feel like I installed this game when it first came out and played it for like half an hour. Whoa. It's an Ent from the Lord of the Rings. What in the world is happening in this game? Like, the game looks cool. What is this? Is that Zelda?
When you buy music gear from Sweetwater, you get more than just what's in the box.
Like, I don't mind them playing commercials, but spread them out. It's every, like, 4 or 5 minutes. Crimson Desert.
Hey, what's up, Gamescom? It's Ice-T.
Ice-T.
My favorite game in the world, Payday, and I have my own special heist mission in Payday 3. And you know, I know a lot about heists in real life, all right? It launches September 21st. Here's a world premiere first look.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Alright, I'm gonna run and grab a water real
Components are
quick,
kept
so
in high
apologies.
security
I'll be back in
cooling
just 1 second.
containers somewhere in the storage yard. The clock starts ticking as soon as the components are out in the open. So you need to haul ass to get them to the transport. Take too long, and they'll start to degrade and lose value. Now, do what you need to do to get ready. I'll see you on the other side.
Payday's another series I don't think I've ever played. Looks cool. September 21st. It's Assassin's Creed, right?
كم مضى منذ رحيلك عن بغداد؟
أعوام.
Basim.
لا أذكر مقدارها.
Where's my boy Ezio and EnteR?
كنت أعرف دائما أنني سأعود يوما ما.
لقد عاد للتو من كنا في المتجر.
My name is Ezio.
قضيت الكثير من طفولتي في هذه الشوارع.
Who do you guys think is cooler, Ezio or EnteR? I know most people would say Ezio. I always liked EnteR. I don't know.
طالما كنت أستمتع بهذا المكان.
Old school Assassin's Creed opinions.
كنا نتسلل إلى بيت الحكمة في صغرنا أنا وصديقتي نهاد. ذكريات جميلة صارت كريهة الآن. قلبي يتألم لما حدث لهم. وها أنا ذا مستتر يتهيأ لإعادة النور إلى أحلك أركان المدينة. إني أبعد نصلي عن الأبرياء وليس عن تنظيم القدماء. لننهي هذا الأمر.
I do find it interesting that they're going back to like a very seemingly basic Assassin's Creed style game. It looks very much like, 1, 2, 3. Brotherhood, Revelations.
Assassin's Creed Mirage, which marks a return to the Middle East for the series, offering an immersive and authentic experience featuring full Arabic voice acting, as you saw in that trailer. You can be transported to 9th century Baghdad when the game launches on October 5th. Big month in October for game releases.
October's crazy.
Now I would like to introduce you to our co-host tonight for ONL. Please welcome ChazmaN's.
Actually, something that happened recently is that they postponed Alan Wake by about 10 days, and I think I'm actually happy about that.
Everyone.
Getting it out of the way
I'm
of Spider-Man.
so excited to be with all the fans here at Gamescom this year.
Jasmine
I have the honor
New.
to be your
GNU.
guide for tonight for all those great things happening right here at Gamescom. And if you can't join us in Cologne this year, don't worry, you never have to miss any of the events this week. Just go to Gamescom now to discover what the world's gaming industry has in store for you. And if you're ready to vote for your favorite games, then visit now.gamescom.global and cast your vote for this year's Gamescom Awards. The awards will be celebrated this Friday at 3 p.m. If you want to join the adventure and win pretty cool prizes in this year's Gamescom Epics, then go to the Epics section of Gamescom Now to play the text adventure of the show. You can also enjoy all-day coverage and tune in to Gamescom Studios broadcasts by IGN on Twitch or YouTube. Just join the conversation by using the hashtag Gamescom 2023 online. Plus, there will be more announcements from the largest indie area in the world in the Gamescom Awesome Indie Studios show tomorrow at 8 p.m. And later this week, tune in to the Gamescom Studios broadcast and check out the Gamescom Cosplay Awards live from Cologne, Germany on Sunday at 3 p.m. I highly recommended this section. So check out Gamescom Now for all those fantastic features. Thank you so much, and back to you, Jeff.
I was gonna say, this is a good time for a commercial.
You have to make sure that you do
just so one isn't during a game trailer or something.
Thank you, Jasmine. Well, now I'm joined by the one and only Harada-san, the creator of Tekken, and Michael, the producer of Tekken. You guys have come all this way from Japan to deliver something special to Gamescom.
Yeah.
What do we got, Harada?
そうですね、普段最近はずっとバトルシステムの話ばっかりしてるので、今日は皆さんのために、全く新しいモードの情報を持ってきました。
So up until now, we've been mostly showing off the battle mechanics and new gameplay, but today we have an all-new mode to show you today.
はい、ですね、鉄拳はもちろん今回も、三島サーガを描いた、鉄拳のキャラクターの壮大なストーリーモードはあるんですけども、
Little dude looks so cool.
もう特に欧米では、失われてしまった
Got them fly shades
アーケー
on.
ド体験の、ストーリーが体験できる、プレイヤー中心のですね、ストーリーモードっていうのを、最新
One
の
of the best
AI ラーニングシステムを
Japanese
使
words.
っ
So
て、
ですね。
すごい臨場感のある、
そう
ベテ
ですね。
ランからニューカマーまで楽しめるよう
I've
な、
always thought that's one of
そう
my
いう新しい
favorite
モードを
words.
ちょっと
I don't even know what it
お見せしたい
means.
なと思います。
Of course, Tekken
I think it's a
will
very
have the
common.
story mode covering
I
the
could look it
single,
up.
storyline and the
So,
arc that the
yes.
players expect up until
Yeah.
now. But this brand new mode is kind of the story that focuses on you as a player, and
It means,
covers
yes,
the
I
arcade
know.
scene, which is a classical atmosphere that people our generation actually got to
So
experience
this name.
firsthand, but maybe some of the newer gamers out there haven't. So this will cover that. As you progress through that storyline, you'll experience some all-new gameplay that actually has some AI kind of infused learning aspects to it, and it's really exciting, and we hope that you'll enjoy it.
All right, well, let's take a look at the brand new trailer for Tekken 8. Thanks, guys.
What?
Going somewhere?
Yes! 戦闘を開始する
決めたから英語つけたらcomo son
失敗バジゲッセ
es hora de entrar
I'll be honest, even though I like Tekken, I'll say it again, I haven't gotten into a Tekken game in a very long time. I feel like the last one I got into that I actually played super frequently was probably Tekken Tag, and that was way back on like the PlayStation 2. I'm an old man, I'm sorry. It's the last one I like really dug my nails into. Yoshimitsu! Who doesn't love Yoshimitsu? Single player mode, arcade quest. It's like a... What are these, like, Wii... What do they call them? Wii... What were those Wii characters? Oh, Mii's. They were called Mii's, that's right.
What's done is done.
It's not a Tekken game without King. Where's King at? Have we seen King yet?
Get ready for the next battle.
January, okay. I wonder if that means it got delayed. Because I thought people
There you have it, Tekken
thought it was going to
Games
come out
coming
this
in
year.
January 2024. All right, I'm now joined by Shelby Carlton and Dave Swenson from Sledgehammer because on November
Ooh,
10th,
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 arrives, and today you guys are going to be the first audience in the world to see some raw, real gameplay from the campaign. Dave, Shelby, welcome to Gamescom. What can you tell us about Modern Warfare 3, Dave?
Well, first of all, Jeff, it is awesome to be here. Modern Warfare 3 this year is the complete package. We're shipping 16 multiplayer maps, all from the original Modern Warfare 2. These maps have been modernized with new gameplay and features. We also have open world zombies. This is our largest.
I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people are kind of ripping
This
on
is our largest zombies
this game
offering ever,
because
and for the first time, it's set.
a lot of people have been calling this maybe like the new DLC or expansion for Modern Warfare 2, which I don't. I think it's just because
about the campaign, Shelby.
Activision had talked about how they didn't want to do a yearly releases for Call of Duty, and then of course this game comes out like a year after the previous
so for the
one.
first time for Call of Duty this year, we're doing a direct sequel. You know, Modern Warfare 2, they asked a lot of interesting questions in their story, and Sledgehammer Games is so excited to work with Infinity Ward on the campaign to answer some of those questions and to bring you Modern Warfare 3. And one of those answers, he's standing right behind you. Yeah. He is Makarov. He is our infamous antagonist. He is cold, he is calculated, and he is trying to bring the world to the brink of war, but not if Task Force 141 has anything to say about it. So we are just so excited to get this campaign into the players' hands.
All right, well, we are going to see a playthrough of a campaign level, but first, Dave, I want to talk about something new you're doing, open combat missions. What are those?
So Call of Duty
I just
is known
took a peek
for
at the
epic
chat for this
cinematic
stream, and
stories
somebody
that
in the
Shelby
chat
talked
was
about.
like,
And this year in
"Is
Modern
that a
Warfare 3,
female
we're introducing
human?"
a new innovation to the Call of Duty campaign
Funny.
that's going to allow players to interact with that story like never before. We call them open combat missions. Open combat missions are player-directed. They allow the audience to play the game the way they want to play it. So if you're like me and you like stealth, you can go in quiet, you can equip, suppress weapons, complete all the
I
objectives
guess I should
without the enemies
give
ever knowing you were
context.
there.
I laugh at
But
that
if you wanna
joke
go in
because I'm
loud,
assuming
you can strap on armor plates,
they're
you
approaching
can
that
go and
joke
hit
from the
enemy
direction
head
of
on,
being a
and
nerd,
open combat missions will support it. You can
not from being
leverage vehicles,
incredibly
you can leverage
mean.
tacticals, lethals. You can even use your favorite kill streaks in campaign. Now, open combat missions are really important to our campaign story, and they're going to work seamlessly with those epic cinematic missions that Call of Duty
Maybe it looks
fans
good.
know and love. And tonight, we want to show you an exclusive first look at one of these epic cinematic missions.
Okay, set it up for us, Shelby. What are we going to see? This is the start of the game almost, right?
Yeah, so this is a sneak peek of the very first level of Modern Warfare 3. This is called Operation 627.
All right, check it out. Here you go. Call of Duty at Gamescom first. Thanks, guys.
Okay, get to see something.
Alpha team clear.
I remember there was a mission like that in the first or second Modern Warfare game. It was actually a really fun one, from what I remember. Darn it. Wonder if I should just look into the YouTube thing, just paying for it, just so I can start avoiding these commercials.
All teams, eyes on target. Phase 1 complete. Charlie copies. We're set. Roger that. Moving to phase 2. Patrol boat 2 o'clock. Get under. Stay tight. Roger. No movement.
YouTube Premium is $15. I don't know. That sounds like a lot to me. Like $14. Sheesh. All right, sorry.
Good hook. Let's get up top.
All teams, Alpha's in. How copy? Solid. Relay went clear. Moving to Mark DZ. Stand by.
Nods on. Strobes on.
There's next to no UI, which is kind of interesting. But I guess now there is, now that they have the heat signature thing on.
Drop him.
DZ clear.
3-1. Killer leg. Alpha to Bravo 1. Marking with IR. Confirm visuals. Visuals. Bravo inbound. All teams. Bravo's on deck. Push it up. Alpha to Charlie. You set? Affirmative. All teams green to go in phase 2. Check. Roger. Moving interior. All clear.
Descending stairwell. South side.
Nods off. Be advised. They got a bird up.
Movement in the courtyard. Looks like a prisoner transfer.
Not our guy. On me. Hold up here. All teams, Alpha's in position. Copy. Bravo set. Charlie, good to go. Roger. Fire in the hole. Stand by.
3, 2, 1. Execute. They're taking the bait.
Light them up.
That's cool. I like this. This reminds me of old school Call of Duty. Like, this is neat.
Hatchway. On me. Move. Pop the hatch. Let's go! Stay close!
Bravo. Alpha's in the tunnels. What's your status?
Outside the control room, waiting on you.
Copy. At the gate, stand by.
All teams, let's roll front down. Bravo, pull the plug.
Ah, looks like a prison.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, execute. All teams, Bravo's got the keys. Alpha, you have 1 mic before the lights are back online.
Copy, Bravo. Kick off the riot.
Roger, opening blocks 1 through 4.
What do you get when you combine tenacity and determination? A world-class
My
education that's not focused on where
behind. I almost cussed. Not that there's anything wrong, but I caught myself.
Alpha 1 to Bravo 1. Open 55C.
I was just thinking of the joke from Kung Pao Under the Fist. He makes a joke and he's like, my ass.
Clear. Alpha moving on sub-level. Let's get our guy. Ready, breach? Breacher up.
That was cool. That was cool.
You can stay tuned for more Modern Warfare 3 details and gameplay when Call of Duty Next, the premier showcase event for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, Call of Duty Mobile.
I think the
and
only problem
Warzone
with
takes
that date
place.
it comes
Announcing
out
it
is
tonight on October
I feel
5th.
like that's around the
Jump in
time that
yourself when the
Super Mario
multiplayer ban
RPG
kicks off on October 6th.
remaster comes out.
We have so much
I'm
more to
gonna
share with you,
I'm
but
gonna be
first,
much
here's an
more
update
interested in
on
that than
Nightingale,
Call of
the
Duty.
new shared world survival crafting
If I
game
wasn't, I would play it,
Reflection.
but
After a few years of waiting, it's finally time to find out the early access release date for Steam and Epic Store.
The Feywilds await, and so too Nightingale. Awaken your first portal and tread on towards that which is boundless, beyond the measurable. Sequestered, struck by woe and lacking supplies, the question becomes, wilt thou be a survivor?
definitely heard about this game. I feel like I've seen it a lot at multiple events.
Regardless of which portal variety you favor, realm cards will be necessary. let my words steer your steps.
I struggle to even, like, compare what that game looks like. Interesting. Oh, JRPG time. Some sort of JRPG here. Final Fantasy. Oh, Grand Blue. Okay.
The astral realm is Lilith's home. One way back is to restore the forbidden primal. She will utilize the power of the four primals and attempt to cast open the gates once more.
You can tell primal beasts were weapons created by astrals. Their powers are capable of untold destruction.
Primal beast? Is that what you call primeval gods?
I sense something, but I can't put a finger on what.
That doesn't look right from up here. No.
Feels like overkill for a glorified treasure.
Something's blocking me. I can't get through.
Oh, primeval god, I beg your forgiveness.
But fate set in motion can't be stopped.
Deliver us from grief and sacrifice. Fulfill my salvation.
Bahamut? That's literally a Final Fantasy character.
Met new people. But you've always been there to protect me.
And that's Odin. That's a Final Fantasy character too. Oh, Grand Blue Fantasy? What?
Hey everyone at Gamescom, Gina Torres here. I play General Kirkin in Immortals of Avium. She is Jack's mentor. She is tough.
Grand Blue
and she's
Fantasy,
conflicted
interesting.
about how to win this ever war, but that's all I can say. Let's take a look at the game. It's out today.
Jack.
Apparently that's a known thing. Apparently there's been other Grand Blue Fantasy games. I've heard of Grand Blue and Final Fantasy. I've never heard of them being together. Interesting.
And we're still losing.
Is this Immortals of Avium? Yeah.
Last immortal.
I think she's from, wasn't she in Firefly?
There is such a thing as too much ego, too much power.
I guess that's right.
Stitch him up.
How much of this event is left? They weren't lying. Almost an hour left.
That was Immortals of Avium, which is out today. And next up, we're going to step into the world of the Hoyoverse. And I am here with Jenyu Lee, the producer of Zenless Zone Zero. Jenyu, welcome to Gamescom. It's great to have you here. Thank you. Yes, fantastic. It's a great honor to have you here. We've been very excited to hear more about ZZZ, the next game from the Hoyoverse, in the Hoyoverse. Can you tell us a little about what you brought to Gamescom for this ARPG?
非常荣幸今天来到 Gamescom 这个舞台，并且给大家带来了我们的作品《绝区零》，是一款都市幻想类的 ARPG 游戏。
I'm incredibly honored to be here tonight, and I've brought one of our newest products with me today, which is Zenless Zone Zero, an urban fantasy APRG.
距离上次我们给大家分享动态已经有1年的时间了， 我也知道大家非常着急，想知道我们新的一些研发进展如何。所以这次我们想借助这个舞台，给大家分享一下我们新的研发中的内容。
So I know it's been a while since we've given you an update on what we've been working on, and that's why I'm particularly happy to be here today to give you an update on the progress that we've made with this game.
接下来的 PV 会有我们新制作的战斗机制和我们新的都市交互系统，希望大家喜欢。
So we've brought a trailer with us, and it shows you some of the urban environment that we've been working on, and also some of the dynamics of the game. I hope you like it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Just look at the chat again. There's somebody in there complaining about how racist the chat is. It's like, yeah, that's very expected. It's funny to see people actively complaining about it. Chat is a very toxic place. Yo, what kind of game is this? Why does it look like Persona?
This past April, Honkai Star Rail made its global debut, and the game has captivated players with its interstellar grand journey. And today we're excited to share a special look at its beloved characters and provide an update on its PlayStation 5 release.
Honkai Star Rail.
Are ready for inspection, General Fu Xuan.
It's a game for honkies.
Thanks to the Skyfaring Commission, Starscape Haven is back to full capacity. Allowing Jimmy Wen to serve as a military instructor was a wise decision. The troops' morale is sky high. And the Realm Keeping Commission has completed repairs in Exalting Sanctum. Harmony has returned to the Xianzhou. I don't remember Exalting Sanctum ever having one of these. What manner of evil transported us here? Great work, General! General 1, Demon 0.
Hey.
Please. Plan B.
FBI, open up. Someone in the chat. You can tell the chat is not chat on the stream is not enjoying this one.
It's an emergency, Master Diviner. Jinyuen's not here, and the Cloud Knights haven't trained in days. Looks like I'll have to help Jinyuen get these slackers in order.
You have nowhere to run.
We got still more Hoyoverse for you. Genshin Impact is nearing its 3-year anniversary, and the game just released its 5th nation, Fontaine. Here's a look at the nation surrounded by water, plus the announcement of a brand new concert series coming, hopefully, to a city near you.
They're just getting these out of the way, huh? They're just playing them right back to back. Wait, does that say Hoyoverse? So are those two games made by the same company? Developer,
This is no time for
platformer.
distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here.
Role-playing gacha game developed by MiHoYo. The same company makes both of those games? What in the world is going on? I did not know that.
Step on up. Here comes the finale.
This October, Lords of the Fallen releases an RPG adventure where he plays a Dark Crusader who can access a parallel dimension, the Umbral. Here is a first look at the brand new story trailer for Lords of the Fallen.
You're gonna die a lot. All the time. Every minute. Every second of every day.
I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived. They brand me evil. A tyrant. And yet I offer you something they will not. A choice. After all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny.
These games always have such cool character designs and like cinematics. Just the gameplay, not my favorite.
Now you will know darkness, brother. You are in the presence of a god healer. Kneel before me and beg for forgiveness.
And remember, you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back.
Sonic! Ah, that's a bad time. Why October?
Looks amazing. October is going to be a very busy month.
I gotta go fart, Sonic.
And yes, there will be full
This stream or this video's chat
But
is
that is not
quite
all the
odd.
Sonic news we have for you tonight at Opening Night Live, because we also have a special update for you on Sonic Frontiers.
Like 2 people made noise. Woo! Whoa, a whole new creature that's gigantic. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 3, Sonic.
Hello again. It's so amazing being here at Gamescom with all the game devs, publishers, and of course, the fans. Gamescom is the world's largest video game event. Just check out this footage from last year. There are so many opportunities to celebrate games and connect with your fellow friends. And earlier, I mentioned the Gamescom cosplay area, where you can see amazing game-inspired costume, just like these. Now I'm here with
Nerds. I'm sorry.
Rainbow Raven,
I couldn't help myself.
Zaza, and Sophia.
I've cosplayed before as well. I'm a nerd. I can make fun of other nerds.
Mochi Dragon, can you tell me how you choose a character to cosplay?
For me, there are 3 things required in order to decide on a cosplay. The first thing is, do I like the game or the media where it's coming from? The second one is, do I enjoy the character design? And the third one is, does it have a little challenge in the cosplay making progress? Like sewing a corset like my princess has here, or imitating bone structure with foam.
And what makes cosplay at Gamescom unique for you?
For me, it's definitely being able to play all of these awesome games in cosplay at the booths of the developers, as well as talking to the producers of the indie games, like having first-hand conversations, and of course the cosplay village.
Thank you so much for sharing your costumes with us, and I wish
They're
you
really
a
good
great
costumes.
and wonderful Gamescom.
I like the Halo. That Needler. I'd pay for that Needler.
Before I go, I would like to tell you about the Gamescom event arena. Friday through Sunday, there will be live shows from this stage right here in this hall. Check out creators, gaming events, and esports competitions live from Cologne, or tune in online. Join and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and be sure to use the Gamescom hashtag 2023. Thank you so much, and back to you, Jeff.
Fantastic. Thank you, Chazman. It's great
Thank
to have
you,
you here.
Chazman. You're great.
All right, right now we've got a first look at the First Descendant, a next-generation action looter shooter from Nexon. The crossplay open beta is going to be held September 19th to 25th.
What is this? I didn't even hear what he said just now.
We must follow the will of the ancestors. Accept your calling, descendant.
Nexon.
Risking their lives for us, for Albion. Rise, my warriors! Give your lives for Clipoff!
It's the Ironheart!
Oh, Lencho in chat says finally got a chance to pop into your stream again. Chazman was a baddie. She was a, yes, very pretty girl. But thanks for joining, Lencho. It's cool to see you again. It's been a little bit since can't even remember which stream I might have seen you on last.
The only chance we have.
But yeah, if you haven't been able to check out any of our podcast stuff, which we're kind of taking a little bit of a break this month with that. But yeah, I don't know. I was tempted on streaming some games tonight, and I'm like, oh, this event happened today, and I kind of was wanting to watch it. Seeing as how we're like post all of the big major gaming events, so this will probably be the last big gaming event, I think. Up until I can't remember if there's any other ones. I know Japan has a big one. I think they did that one already. I think this marks the last one of game event season up until the Game Awards, which Game Awards are normally in December. Could look it up. Game season.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. How's Surface World?
Good. Everything's fine.
Great.
How are you?
Tired, but in a good way. Busy. Unitrench is still Unitrench.
I'm worried about you. I heard there was a storm coming.
I told you, I still need time.
I don't know. I can't find it.
To what, Stan? Because as far as I can see, you're just treading water.
We're upping the extraction rate. Maximum.
What is this, like Subnautica or something?
I don't expect you to understand.
You're not the only one who's suffering. I need you with me here, now.
I will be. I promise.
Under the waves.
You're right there. On the verge of something special. Of being first into great unknowns.
So, I think basically Nintendo is a no-show. And I don't think we've really seen much from PlayStation either here. We've at least seen a couple Xbox-oriented stuff, like Xbox is showing a bunch of stuff right now. But yeah, all of the stuff we've seen that is console exclusive oriented has been Xbox heavy. What PlayStation oriented have we seen, really? No, I can't really think of anything that's a PlayStation exclusive.
Joining me now are Troy Baker, Roger Clark, Julia Brown, the stars of Fort Solis, which is out today on PlayStation and PC. Guys, welcome to Gamescom. This is so fun. Tell us a bit about this project. What can you tell us about?
Oh my God, look at these people. You guys are insane. We've been able to talk about this game for a while. I think the thing that I'm most excited about is for people to explore these characters. At the core of this experience is unraveling the mystery of Fort Solis, and you're going to do that by discovering these characters.
Lencho in chat says, why isn't Nintendo there?
That's, as actors, that's something that we just want to throw ourselves
pretty
into.
simple answer. I mean, nowadays Nintendo very much likes to hold everything that they like to show off at their own specific events.
Zero delays. We are very excited to share with you.
Basically, ever since E3 has kind of gone downhill with post-COVID and all that, and even just before COVID. But
it's a real thrill.
And an amazing cast.
But basically, yeah, ever since E3's kind of disappeared, many of the gaming companies have kind of, I don't know, they're far more interested in their own events than external events like E3 or Gamescom or Game Awards. Not saying that they're not completely devoid of these shows. I mean, obviously you'll see some stuff, but those companies nowadays definitely hold a lot of their most important stuff. You know, they kind of hold it. They save a lot of it for their primary shows. Especially like a company like Nintendo and PlayStation. I'm not wholly surprised there isn't much from either of them here. Xbox typically with these.
I mean, the hole is butt made.
When I say we threw ourselves into this, we literally did. And there's
I heard butthole had to stop for a second.
On my butt.
Which he signed.
But yeah, it's Xbox typically is a little bit more open to partaking somewhat in these external shows a little bit.
And they're going to have a night that they will never forget.
But Nintendo's very secretive. They like holding all of their big stuff for their shows. For their Nintendo, what do they call them?
Thanks so much, guys.
Our pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Gosh, I don't even remember what they call them. They're Nintendo. What do they call? They call them.
Jack Leary, senior engineer en route to Fort Solis in the Planum
Oh,
Quadrant.
I'm not even gonna try. I could look it up. I probably have one.
Recording submitted. There's
there no sign of security?
No.
Oh, well, no, I can't remember. My brain don't work good right now.
I think there may have been an incident here.
But yeah, I guess kind of getting back to the point. Yeah, you're probably not going to see many like brand new reveals, never before scenes at this event. The next time you will probably be the Game Awards, which is in December. Here, it definitely feels like a lot of the stuff they're showing has already been announced, and many things are more just deep dives, you know, further gameplay trailers or just trailers in general on things we've known about. If we're lucky, we may get one new announcement here. I would find it hard to believe there is like no new announcements.
All right, next it's time for the announcement about a new game from Focus Entertainment.
Maybe at the very
Saber,
end, the last they'll close with something brand new.
Experience.
We'll see.
Behind all great discoveries lies a journey. One of anticipation and adaptation. Of struggle. Of hope.
What even is this game?
Each step matters.
With Discovery?
Every obstacle.
Off-roading Discovery game?
For every task, a tool. For every destination, an expedition.
So it's just a mudding video game, off-roading. That's interesting.
All right, our next stop, the Crew Motorfest.
Lencho in chat says, "All right, so stuff was already announced, gets more revealed here." LOL. Basically, yeah, I would say an event like this, you're mostly gonna see deeper dives, or you'll get dates on when things are coming out. Perhaps, you know, just trailers kind of expounding upon things. Actually, we did get one reveal here that was brand new. More of an indie title, but we did see what was it? Oh, Little Nightmares 3. I don't believe that was announced. So the previous games were more indie titles, but they're very popular. So you will get some new stuff, but it's nothing crazy normally. Lencho in chat says that exploring game looked sleeping face. I actually think it looked. It's not my kind of game, but I could see why somebody would enjoy that. It seemed more. I don't know if you get to play a game called. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the title. No Man's Sky. It looked very No Man's Sky-y, but like just not space oriented. You're more building and kind of searching around, you know, maybe a much smaller area. It's for people who love mud. Who loves mud?
The Crew
Not me.
Motorfest comes out September 14th, and the brand new Lamborghini Revelto is
So
on
the Crew
cover and
Motorfest,
playable.
that got
We have a
announced
special
at
O&L
the
announcement for
Ubisoft
everyone watching between September
event.
14th and 17th. A free trial will be available of the game, offering 5 hours of gameplay
Lamborghini.
on all platforms for the Crew Motorfest.
Motorfest.
All right, moving on with CD Projekt Red gearing up for the release of the
Ooh.
spy thriller expansion to Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty on September 26th. The
Lencho
studio
in
is ready
chat
to
says
share
that
a new look
Motorfest
at
looked
the
hard.
wide range of overhauled mechanics coming to the game, and as you're about to see, a lot has changed. Let's check this out.
Okay. This game, though, we've seen so many trailers and stuff of this game. Or it's not this. This is a DLC for the game Cyberpunk. It's like a major expansion.
My favorite merc.
I still haven't played Cyberpunk. At some point, I definitely... Maybe that's something I'll save for the end of the year.
You know what to
I need something to play for December.
Hands, thinking of buying some iron.
The logical choice.
Damn. Green view. Home stretch. Getting a ripper to overclock your chrome before the fight? Not a bad idea. Okay, I'm ready. Get this show on the road.
Run. Ew. Lencho in chat says my friend plays Cyberpunk. He loves it. I don't think I'll ever play it. Haha. I definitely want to play it. It's just the game had so many troubles when it first started, and I don't know. It ended up being one of those things where I was like, oh, I'll wait for patches to come out and for them to fix a lot of the things, and it just became one of those things where, you know, you decide to wait just a little bit, and then the next thing you know, like a year or two goes by. I just never get around to it. It's definitely something I always meant to come back to. But yeah, this game apparently had a lot of troubles. Very glitchy. A lot of game-breaking bugs.
We got a situation in Watson. Roger, dispatch. We're on our way.
NC police, for fuck's sake.
Your actions are illegal.
Let me put it this way. No gun, no fun. Max tap. Time to tilt out. Fuck. That was close.
Bravo, V. I only hope this won't mark the end of our collaboration. You will hear from me soon. This, I guarantee you.
Let's have Idris Elba in it. I think that's like one of the big draws for the expansion. He plays some character.
It's so close, and here to talk a little more about what we've just seen is Yulia Primok, gameplay designer from CD Projekt Red. You're like, welcome to Gamescom.
Hey, I'm excited to be here today.
Well, we're excited to get in depth about what we just saw, because there are a lot of upgrades coming. We just saw a lot of upgrades and changes that are coming to Phantom Liberty. Where do we even start?
So basically, we've prepared a major overhaul of the gameplay experience. So for example, with our absolutely redesigned perks system, we prepared many cool play styles and many cool abilities to try out. For example, deflecting bullets with your katana, or just grabbing your enemy and throwing that enemy around. And on top of that all, we also prepared a new relic tree that will allow for to empower your cyberware even further.
Wow. It seems like players, can even further customize their playstyle to suit their taste. We also saw in that video a lot about vehicles and how vehicular combat is even being upgraded.
It's just like with this game already being out, it's just I don't feel like I need to see much more.
Guns while driving. They will be able to use mounted weapons like and rockets.
I mean, I guess
that
they
all,
do need to
also
like
will be
really
able to
sell
take
it though,
remote
because it's
control
not just
vehicles
DLC. It's
to,
like
for
an entire
example,
expansion.
crush them or into like some group of enemies.
Wow.
And, sorry to interrupt. One more thing is that car chases are gonna be a new, renewed experience with the revamped police system.
Okay. Well, it seems like you're upgrading, you said, across the board with a bunch of different things. And thank you so much for coming out to tell us about it. Like the trailer showed, I know you have something else to announce, though, that wasn't in the trailer, right?
Exactly right. So I'm really happy to announce that a lot of what we've just seen in the trailer will also be coming to Cyberpunk base game for free for current-gen consoles and PC.
Okay. 2.0 update.
Exactly.
Lencho in chat says, how do you feel about no more Daniel Craig James Bond?
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us here at Gamescom.
I don't know if it's something I would say I'm
All right, tonight we
really have an opinion on. I don't think I think the only one I saw was whatever the first one Daniel Craig was in on. I can't even remember which one it is.
Stormgate is a spiritual successor to classic real-time strategy games.
Me personally, James Bond isn't like a franchise I've ever been huge on, so I don't know. I don't want to act as though I have like a super strong feeling on it. Sorry, Lencho.
Live and die by the code of victory at
I like
any
Daniel
cost.
Craig.
They have a powerful advantage: Shroud, fields of dark magic that strengthen their armies.
I'd feel more
The
passionately
lowliest
about
infernal
like,
units are the worker imps.
you know, about
You might
Henry
think they're
Cavill
cute.
being kicked out of The Witcher. That I care about.
Between these powerful lumbering
I don't
brutes,
even want to act like I
fiends
care.
that
I
they
only watched the
unleash,
first season of that
infernals will
show.
sacrifice everything, including themselves, to emerge victorious. On the music front, the Chainsmokers are advising us on our soundtrack.
The
We're working with
Chainsmokers.
composers like Frank Klepacki of Command and Conquer. We'll share more later this year, including some of the friends we've brought in to lend their voices to our co-op campaign.
All must serve.
Went out and spent money on the Chainsmokers. They're still a thing.
Gamescom always strives to help our environment, and all of you can help make a change with a donation to the Gamescom Forest. Now to present Gamescom Green Studio of the Year, please join me in welcoming Lisa Pack from Playing for the Planet. Lisa?
Playing for the Planet.
Every time I come to Gamescom, I am amazed by the scale of this event and impressed with how each year the team continues to make steps to make it more sustainable.
That's
This is
wild. I
being
definitely
done
thought
through
you
the
wouldn't
Gamescom
have had an
Goes Green
opinion.
initiative,
You mean
as
you
well
would have
as
thought
by
I would have had an
partnering with us
opinion?
at Playing for the Planet.
Ah,
Through Playing
no,
for the
I
Planet,
mean,
the United Nations
again, to be
has been
fair,
working with the
I
games industry to inspire
James Bond has
millions
never
of
really
players around the
been
world to
my
learn more
thing.
about the environment and to take actions that benefit the planet.
Lencho says
Whether you are a
laughing
gamer,
emoji, not the
ahead of a
Chainsmokers.
AAA studio or an indie developer, all of
To
us
be fair,
can and should
I
play
like
a
the
part.
Chainsmokers,
What
but
matters most is that you
they're
start
definitely
somewhere
like a
and collaborate, because time
10
is
years
of the
ago I was
essence.
listening to the
And if we don't
Chainsmokers.
start now, then when? For those of you who play games, many of you are already raising the bar by asking game makers to step up and act on values that are important to you. Keep on asking, whether it's for more green content or greater energy efficiency, because your voice counts. For this year's Green Studio of the Year award, we have been looking for bold, system-changing, innovative, and creative ways to tackle the climate crisis, and all nominees this year have done an amazing job. The way we win on climate change is to stop emissions from happening in the first place, and that is exactly what this year's award winner is actively trying to do. The nominees for the Green Studio of the Year, based on companies that have submitted applications, are Frontier, Ubisoft, and Xbox. And this year's winner is
Xbox.
Xbox. And here to accept
Ah.
the award is Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox.
As much as I like Phil, is this just a reason to get Xbox
this award
there? I'm sorry.
on behalf of an incredibly talented team at Xbox that has worked very hard to put tools in the hands
Love my
of
boy Phil.
developers
It's just kind of
to allow them to see the
an
impact
environmental
of their
award.
code
It's not
on the energy
the
draw
reason
of the
I expected
consoles.
Phil Spencer to be here.
We do this so that we can all play while we continue to make the world a more sustainable place. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
At least Phil was quick. I don't know.
Congratulations to Phil and Xbox. Great to have that award in the show. I'm now here with Judd Cobbler, the founder and CEO of 11th Hour Games. Judd, this is a big moment for you guys. ARPGs have had an incredible year, but you're an independent studio that has been building this game for a number of years.
Last
and we're excited to
Epoch.
tell your story. So tell us a bit about the Last Epoch.
Absolutely. So Jeff, thanks so much for having me. First off, before Last Epoch, I
Let
was
Just
not in the
toss
games
that
industry.
award.
I was just a die-hard action RPG
No,
player
it's a
that
good-
dreamt of creating a community-made
It's a good
action
messaging, and
with the help of our
buying
community
award.
and
It's just
Kickstarter, we've been able to make that
it's
happen.
kind of odd just to have
So in
here.
Last Epoch, every single skill in the game has its own transformative skill tree. We have 100.
It's kind of odd to have an award in general here,
We're
because this
adding
isn't
more every
an
single
award show.
We also have an awesome
It's a
deterministic skill system,
like a game
definitions
display
and loot,
show,
and multiple in-game
gaming
systems
event
for
show.
endless playability. And Jeff, tonight we're excited to announce our newest class, the Rune Master. The Rune Master has a unique mechanic where he's able to invoke any of 40 different abilities with a single button press, making it super exciting and fun to experiment and find your perfect play style. And the Rune Master is going to be joining us September 7th, and will be available to play here all week at Gamescom.
Amazing. Well, this is such a great story of this game. I encourage you to check it out. And right now, we've got a first look at the Rune Master. Thanks,
So
Judd.
much.
Appreciate it.
5 years ago, Last Epoch was a community dream. What if we, the players, could band together to make the next great ARPG? What would that game look like? Lots of character classes to choose from. Every single skill would have its own build-defining skill tree. Reaching in-game would be just the beginning, and it would be updated for years so we could play forever.
Last Epoch makes crafting and finding items super rewarding.
Yeah, so like a Diablo-like.
It's genius. I think this is the most innovation we've seen in a trade system in an ARPG in at least a decade.
Looks very Diablo-y.
A really cool game. Speaking of cool games, please welcome
This
the winner
guy?
of Best Mobile Game last
Ben
year at the
Brode.
Game Awards, Ben Brode from
Marvel Snap guy.
Hello, Ben. Oh, it's you.
Whoa. I know we won Mobile Game of the Year.
You did, yeah.
But we just finished rebuilding the entire game to run natively on PC.
I hate to admit it again. I've been playing Marvel Snap for
Here to tell you
what
that
month are we in? For almost 8 months.
we launched the game on Steam.
I've been trying to break myself away to stop playing it, just so I can play something else on my
I know
phone.
anyone actually watching the show on Twitch, if you watch more than 30 minutes of ONL tonight, there's a special Twitch drop, a Spider-Man variant for Marvel Snap. And right now, we've got an exclusive cinematic to show you from Snap. Check it out.
Ben
Thanks,
Brode.
man.
He's always so energetic. I think the new cards for this thing is what, Silk? There's X-23. You got Lady Deathstrike. Ooh, I like this trailer. But I think that's actually, I know X-23 and Lady Deathstrike are two of the big cards for this whatever, I forget what they call them, seasons or whatever. Lencho says, what is that? Marvel Snap. It is a card game. It's like a mobile card game that's I've been addicted to it for a long time. I need to, like I said, I need to play something else. Ooh, I like that Devil Dino.
Ready to get out there?
I stopped using Devil Dino a while ago. I've been running a destruction deck for a long time now. Lencho says, I saw you play it on stream before. Yep. Yeah, me and my buddy Phoenix, we tried doing some streams with it a while ago. It's fun. I don't play it too much at home. I play a lot of it at work, though. At work, I love playing it because the rounds are so short. You can get in a round in like 2 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes. So it's not an incredible time waster. You can like break away off of it I think honestly that's why it's been so hard to break away, is because there aren't many other games I can play at work that I found that like have short rounds. Armored Core. Why is the audio so low here?
Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
This is another game everyone's known about for a while.
You ready to climb the wall?
A call response from the generator.
Why hide behind another's call sign?
Watch out.
Let's see how far they can fly on borrowed wings.
When does that come out? That game comes out in 3 days? Nuh-uh. Does it really?
Like scars.
I totally forgot that game comes out so quickly.
And they'll never fade. Or be forgiven. I ran. I begged. I stole. But I survived.
Odd music selection for a medieval game.
Doesn't matter who tries to stop me. I'll cut my own path through. I'll fight until I stand in the land of salvation. War Haven.
It's just again, like I like rap, but why on a medieval
That was
game?
War Haven, and the Melee multiplayer PvP game will hit Steam Early Access on September 21st. Next, I am so excited to welcome to Gamescom the
Mortal
creator
Kombat.
of Mortal Kombat.
Ed Boon's
He's
here.
come all the way to Gamescom to unleash even more news on MK1.
20
which
minutes
ships
left.
in just a month. Please join me in welcoming to ONL, Ed Boon.
Ed. Lencho says,
Ed.
yeah, soundtrack
Just
mismatch.
fancy seeing you here. Well, we had a
Well,
lot
like I
of fun
said,
with
it's
your
just an
Summer Game
odd
Fest reveal in the first gameplay of
medieval
MK,
with
and I
a
gotta
rap
say,
song.
every trailer you drop just gets
Odd
crazier
placement.
and crazier. So what did you bring to Gamescom?
We brought another, probably our craziest trailer of all. You know, since we introduced the gameplay at Summer Game Fest, we couldn't believe the reaction.
I am
having
ready
the
for
game.
bed.
They've actually gotten their hands on the game.
I think once this
which
is
has
over,
become
that's
even more
I'm
exciting.
going
I
straight.
can't believe the crazy stuff people.
Maybe
have
I'll
come up
watch
with,
some other
combining
video,
the main
but
characters and the cameo
bedtime
characters
for the
has been a
most part.
riot. But this trailer we have here should give you an even better idea of just how insane things get with this game.
There are some reveals in it. I gotta say, this is such a great asset. You guys are gonna enjoy it. Here it is, Mortal Kombat 1.
What did you say?
brand new
What did
trailer.
you say about Ed Boon's ass? Did you say such a great? I'm sorry. It sounded like he said such a great ass. What? I think he said asset. Just sounded funny. Apologies.
General Shao. Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains. All of Outworld is grateful for his service. You would consign us to endless war.
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort? Do not forget that, General.
I totally missed it, but that's definitely Shao Kahn and Sindel, right? Pretty sure. Is that Mataro?
Once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel.
Let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty.
Is it me, or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people.
I am ready, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
Katana.
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
Was that old man Scorpion? What the heck? Why is Scorpion so old? That's cool. Wow, that Sindel evolution was cool. Ew. Ow.
Who's your queen?
Looking at the chat of this video, and it's like, my queen.
Looks insane. All right, time for a tonal shift. EnteR History Untold is making its first event appearance this week at Gamescom. This turn-based grand strategy
At least it was a cool
game is about
trailer.
building and leading a nation throughout alternative history. Here is a first look at the gameplay.
Another title that I've seen. I feel like I've seen this one a couple times.
Let's go back to the beginning. There. The world untouched. No thrones ascended. No history yet written. Just people waiting to be led somewhere extraordinary by you.
Wow. This is just a Age of Empires Civilization kind of type game. Or was it RTS or something? They don't call them RTSs. What do they call them? They call them Rs. What is it, like? Resources. Oh no, it's like explore. Explore, exterminate.
However you choose to change the world, one thing
They
is
call them 4X games. They are expand, exploit, exterminate. Oh, explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. I always forget what they call it. 4X.
Blizzard has had a long history here at Gamescom, and in its latest game, Diablo 4, it arrived in June and will be supported for years to come with seasonal content.
Rough time for Blizzard right now.
Is now underway, but in a bit of a surprise, we're now about to share with you the first news on the next season coming this fall.
Yeah, Blizzard's kind of down bad right now.
That no one would miss. Dead, discarded, their throats torn.
I mean, I didn't think Diablo 4 was that bad. I played it, enjoyed it for a little bit, but it definitely didn't keep my attention.
Even as fear mounted like the bodies. The desperate and the brave fought to end the corruption. But they were too late. It changed them. Killed them. Brought them back. Hungry. I have fought this plague a long time. We need something.
Lencho says, what's wrong with Blizzard?
With all of their strength.
I mean, what's...
And none of our weaknesses.
I don't know where you would even start. Company's been just going through a bunch of stuff for a long time. I think most people kind of known they haven't been ran well over the handful of years, and
They'll never see you coming. Track them.
just like the way they've been handling games like I know World of Warcraft has bounced back a little bit, but a lot of people for a while weren't happy with how they were handling that game. I know a lot of people are mad at them about what they've done with Overwatch 2. Well, I won't say obviously, but the whole Diablo Immortal situation that they had when they were announcing that game a few years ago at their Blizzard event.
Gemma Chan, who is voicing the role of Vampire Hunter.
Yeah,
Eric
they just
in
been
Blood, and the general manager of the Diablo franchise.
they've been in rough shape.
At Blizzard, Rod Ferguson. Welcome to Gamescom.
And then with their buyout right now of Activision
Gemma,
Blizzard,
so
a lot of
excited to
people
have you
are. I don't
here.
know.
Welcome to the video game
I don't even know where to
world. I
start
this
with
is your
explaining all the
first
problems with that.
video game, right?
With
Thank you for
Activision in
having
general.
me. It is my first video game. I have always appreciated the power of storytelling in all its different forms, and in some ways,
Again, the Diablo 4,
very much like interactive
it
cinema
was
now,
actually
so
well
I was
received.
so excited to
I
play
don't
this
think that was a total
character, and
failure for them.
yeah,
I just
thank
think
you for inviting me into the world of Sanctuary.
Blizzard in general, people have
Excellent
been
job. I can't wait for people to hear
not super
Yeah, this is
ecstatic
exciting.
about.
You know, season 2, which will be coming, as you said, in October. What can you tell us about the character that you're playing, Eris?
So Eris is a seasoned vampire hunter. She is going to be your badass warrior companion as you fight your way through the perils of Sanctuary. She's complex. She's seen quite a bit of horror in her lifetime, so initially she comes across as a little bit cold and jaded, but in a fight she will definitely have your back.
Good to know. Rod, tell us a bit about what we can expect from this new Diablo season in October.
Well, Jeff, you know, Diablo is about creating that ultimate power fantasy. And obviously, a lot of people have been doing it. We have over 12 million players and 1.3 billion hours played so far. And I just want to take a second to say thank you. We're so appreciative of their enthusiasm and all the player feedback. It's going to help us make great seasons for years to come. Now, for our free second season, Season of Blood, you get to join Eris as a vampire hunter, but not just any normal vampire hunter. You're going to get cool vampiric powers and become kind of a daywalker, a vampire that hunts vampires and ultimately tracks down and faces off with the big bad vampire lord. Now, that's Season 2 and that's October, so we still have lots of time to jump into Season 1, the Season of Malignant. So, you know, seasons are a great time to start with Diablo because we all begin at the same place. So come join us in Diablo.
Amazing. All right, well, thank you both for making the trek here to Gamescom in Germany. and we can't wait to meet more.
I mean,
Eris
I still got
tomorrow
respect
in
for somebody
October.
like Rod Ferguson,
Gentlemen,
who,
Rod, thank you so much.
you know, he came over from Epic Games and
now it's time for
was
another world
around
premiere.
for
This
the
one is a
building up of like
European-made game
stuff like
about
Gears of
hope, love,
War and that whole
friendship,
company. So
robots.
I know he's probably trying very hard with Diablo, and for the most part, again, it does sound like the game is good. From what I played, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't, again, didn't hold my attention.
To discover their true.
Please tell me you're done.
Oh, we're just getting started, dude.
What is this music?
I believe the kids call it K-pop music. Just K-pop.
Turn it down.
Leave my music alone. Shut the hell up.
Words have power. They can give you strength. Ready for this? Stand still. Words can bring people together and tear them apart. But if words hold so much power, he has no respect for you.
She's right.
The question is, what do you have to say?
We
Dustborn.
can all agree that my trailer voice was better than yours.
What's this? This is already the best thing I've seen all day. This is great.
I've got you a meeting with the Lord Mayor today. They need what we're selling. Yes, hey!
Beautiful baby boy.
Oh my God.
Thank goodness you're here. That's the best thing I've seen this whole stream.
That's a really fun indie game. Thank goodness you're here. And now to completely shift the tone again, I'm here with Sam Lake, who's going to take us to a very dark place with Alan Wake 2.
See,
Sam,
something like
welcome
that.
to Gamescom.
Such a short trailer,
This
but
game is coming out
that
in
was probably the
October,
best thing
and
I've seen this
we've
entire
had so much
event.
fun. We announced this a few years ago at the
That's
Game
something I
Awards
like
and at
really
Summer
want to
Game
play now.
Fest.
It looked like
we met Saga Anderson and heard a little
the
bit
art
of her
style looked
side
kind
of
of
the
like
story, but
Chowder. If
everyone's
you guys
been
remember
asking
that
me, and I
show.
certainly expect you. What about Alan's story? What can you tell us about what it's like to play as him tonight?
Now, granted,
I think
I'm
it's finally
excited for
time to
Alan Wake
answer that question.
too.
Thank
I need to
you for
replay the
having
first
us
one.
here, Jeff. Yes, finally, it's time to show our title character, Alan Wake, and his struggle to escape the nightmare dimension of the dark place, where he's been for the last 13 years, ever since the first Alan Wake game.
It's a long time. We've been waiting a long time to play another one. We're going to see some footage here, and I know you're actually using live action as well in it, right? And it's going to be kind of really blended together in a cool way.
Yeah, the dark place is a dream reality, and it keeps drawing from Alan's mind, his thoughts, his fears, his writing, and he comes from New York City, and for years he has written crime fiction set in New York City. So now the dark place takes the shape of a nightmare in New York City, and we have used different mediums in our experience, in our games for storytelling, live action for sure. This time around, we've integrated live action seamlessly into the experience to show the dreamlike nature of the dark place.
This game, I cannot wait. We don't have to wait too long. It's coming in October, but let's take a look now at the brand new trailer for Alan Wake 2. Sam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here we go.
So again, the crazy thing with this game is this is a game I've been waiting a while for. It's a game I'm pretty excited to finally get to play. But the release date is so bad. I think it's slated for like October 17th or 18th. So this game has to compete with Mario, has to compete with a Spider-Man game. And it's just like,
tells the story of a fictional writer
just a rough time for this game to come out.
in a nightmare, desperately trying to
And then
find
it's
the
getting no
manuscript
physical release. That's another thing that ticked me off about it. It's only digital, so you can't buy a physical copy.
You're the killer, the cult leader.
No! You've got the wrong man!
I'm still excited. I mean,
Wake has a double.
it's definitely a game I'm gonna definitely try and make time for.
I don't want to be in the story, just write me out of the story.
Like, ideally, what I would like to do would be to replay the first one before going right into this one. We'll see. I may try and do that. Wait. October 27th. They pushed it back.
Amazing, and that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. We have so many amazing games coming this fall. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, watching online.
Yeah, they pushed it
Chazman,
back
thank
by
you for
a couple
co-hosting.
days.
And I got to say,
Huh.
we got a lot of great games coming
That's
up
a
in
good
the next few
decision.
months, so I hope you enjoy the rest of games.
I thought it was supposed to come out around the 17th through the 20th. So they pushed it back like a week, maybe a little over a week.
That the Game Awards will be returning live this December, and we've got a date for you. Thursday, December 7th. The show will be streaming live everywhere.
The Game
It is our
Awards,
10th
December
show,
7th.
which I can't believe we've been doing it for 10 years.
Of course, he has to
We'll be
throw in
live
an
at the Peacock
advertisement
Theater
for
in LA on
that.
Thursday, December 7th. And I hope to see
So
you
yeah,
then. It's
I'm
going
looking
to
at the
be
chat for this video
very,
and
very
stream.
special show. Thanks again for watching.
Not a
Gamescom
terribly
Opening
exciting
Night
event.
Live. We'll see you again next year.
I would dare say disappointing. And yeah, not really much new here. Lencho in chat says there's a con this weekend in West Palm Beach. Are you going to be there? I don't believe so. I actually didn't even know about that. That's interesting. I may have thought about it if I would have known about it. I didn't know there was a con happening. It's too late now. I think I gotta work this Saturday, so... Oh well. That's cool though. I'll have to look it up. I didn't even know there was any sort of convention happening. I like conventions, getting to dress up, and that's another thing though, is when I go to conventions, I like dressing up. I like cosplaying, so it'd be kind of disappointing going to one without being in some sort of costume. All right, everybody. Well, that was Gamescom. I'll get past this. Oh, that video's over. Okay. Alright. Get rid of use. Alrighty, well. Yeah, so once again, that was Gamescom. Nothing. Where's my music at? Yeah, once again, not a terribly exciting event. I thought it was just... It was okay. A couple events in there, or announcements in there. I don't even know if you could call it announcements. There was like 2 or 3 new games. And nothing that blew my pants off or anything, so... Lencho says, yeah, MegaCon or UltraCon, I don't know. Well, MegaCon is in Orlando, so if it's West Palm, it's probably UltraCon, like you're saying. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Interesting. But, yeah, once again, not a super great event. This, Gamescom's kind of... I would say that was a little disappointing. Nothing really there really sold me on it. I'm not more enticed to play any game I saw on there than I was before, which is kind of the purpose of this event. But yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think? I would love to hear down in the comments what you guys thought of this event. What was any? I don't even. What was something that excited you? Was Cyberpunk, the expansion, Mortal Kombat, getting to see more of Alan Wake? Gosh, I'm reaching for anything to say here because there's not really much to really kind of go off of with this event. I actually will say one of the few things I actually was sold on a little bit more was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Go figure. I thought that the section they showed looked really cool. Yeah, makes me kind of want to play a Call of Duty campaign again. It's been a little bit since I've done that. But yeah, I guess that'll do it, guys. As far as our podcast, the EnteRChazmAN podcast, I think we're taking a bit of a break on that, seeing as how this month's crazy for my buddies. So maybe in September we're thinking about coming back with that and getting back to doing some episodes. I'm still working on my Dragon Ball video, so whenever I can get on that. And yeah, other than that, just keep an eye out for any more gaming streams. I did start streaming Baldur's Gate 3, and I'll be honest, as much as I was as excited as I was for that game, I don't feel myself really connecting with it as much as I thought I would have. I literally was like, saw this event happening, and I was like, should I do a reaction and play Baldur's Gate? And I was finding myself rather doing this than playing that game. So you can do with that that you want, but yeah, once again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully this was hopefully you at least had fun getting to see my reaction or be a part of this whole event. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you. I will see you on the next one. So once again, thanks everybody. Bye bye. Nighty night. Adios muchachos. Oh, thanks Luncho for joining. It's good to see you. Bye bye everybody.